If you or anybody in your family suffers from allergies, asthma, or respiratory problems, you have to see this video.
How bad is it?
Oh, that's dirty. Really bad.
I'm Kevin Lee. I'm a content creator, and I just recently moved to Texas. And one of the things that I found was that allergy season seems to be really severe most of the year. It affects myself and my little son. He's only 3 years old. And for me, I can just pop Claritin and go about my business. But for my son, it's pretty bad. Every time he seems to have issues with his allergies, it always ends up causing us to have to take him to urgent care or children's center for treatment. And after this recent episode, we started thinking maybe it's also something to do with the environment inside our home. And so we reached out to the guys at Go Heating, Air, and Plumbing to do an inspection on our HVAC. They booked us an appointment, had a comfort specialist who did a full-scale inspection of our home and found that our ducts are dirty. The house is only 2 or 3 years old, but he found that there was a lot of dust and debris in the ducts, and he said that it could have come from the fact that there's a lot of development going on in our neighborhood, and it's just bringing in a lot of stuff from the outside, and that might be what's causing a lot of the allergy symptoms. And so he gave us a great quote. We ordered duct cleaning, we ordered an indoor air quality system, and we also improved the infrastructure of our HVAC system. Now that's a lot. We knew that was going to be a big investment, but it was going to be one that would definitely help with the overall quality of life and overall improvement of the indoor air quality in our home. A few days later, George and Ruben came through and started working on our home.
It's gonna be hot today.
It's gonna be hot. It's well over 90, no, it's like 100 degrees outside, and it's probably gonna be 115 plus in the attic. You guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Go.
Always.
So when they came in, they did their work, they covered everything, they kept everything clean, they put plastic sheets over the furniture in the immediate area that they were working on, made sure that there was no dust or debris that fell onto our carpets, our floors, our furniture. Every time they cleared an area, they would take the sheets, bring it outside, dust it off outside into the street, and then they bring it back in nice and clean. It was great. And then when they left the house, it was practically spotless.
How bad is it?
Oh, that's dirty. Really bad. So now we finish the easy part. Now the hard part is coming. Got it to the attic. We're over 115 degrees already. I want to start cleaning over there.
Oh boy. Okay, so I've only been up here for like 3-4 minutes, and I'm just dripping with sweat. It's gross. How do you guys do this?
We gotta do that.
It's awful.
Okay.
What's the temperature?
114.
114.
114 already.
Oh my gosh.
And they're gonna be worse. They're gonna be worse. Listen, 1 more hour, it's gonna be like 140, 150.
Like in another hour, it'll probably be 140, 150.
Yeah.
Not fun. There was this one day where, for whatever reason, this system decided to fall off. Like, whoever installed it just didn't secure it, and one day the little panel thing, the box unit that attaches to the furnace, just decided to fall off. So there was all this air moving through the attic, moving through the system, but it wasn't actually going through the ducts because it was completely disconnected. So the only thing I could think of at the time was just use duct tape to reattach it and just secure it while I figured out another solution. So this is that thing that came off. And as you can tell, there's the duct tape that I attached to it. I thought it did a pretty good job. What they're going to do is they're going to attach a brand new unit, secure it to the beams, and then that's basically that. So this is part of the new system. Now, the system that came with the house was decent, but part of it fell off. And so these guys are replacing the standard cardboard ones with these aluminum ones, and then they're adding these fat 4-inch filters that are going to help really filter out the air tremendously, which is really, really nice. Like standard, they come in like 1-inch filters, and that'll get the job done, but they're nothing like these fat 4-inch filters, which are absolutely amazing. Look, I know I said it earlier that the attic is insanely hot, but I just spent the last like 10 minutes up in the attic filming them, just shooting some B-roll, and I'm just like drenched, completely drenched. It's amazing what these guys go through, especially during the summer seasons when there are a lot of house calls, systems go down pretty often, or people need their system serviced for whatever reason, or maybe they actually start thinking about getting their system serviced. And these poor guys, they're here for like 6-7 hours doing the work, and they're up there for a couple hours just doing everything that they're doing. It's a lot of work, and it's hot and it's grueling. So be good to your HVAC guys, because they're putting in the work and they're making sure that you're comfortable. So are you guys done?
Hell yeah.
How long on average does it take to do a duct cleaning of a system this size?
Normally like 2-3 hours per system.
So if a homeowner were to try to clean their own ducts,
Oh, have fun.
have fun with that. How long do you think it would take for them to do it by themselves?
Well, first of all, they need to buy a duct machine.
You would need that first.
Yeah, that one first. That would take a lot more longer.
So yeah, it would take a lot longer.
Yeah.
Watching you guys do this, it's crazy how much goes into it, because like you have to take that apart,
Yeah.
clean that,
Yeah.
and then put it back there.
And we want to make sure we put everything together. So if we're missing one wire or any single connection, the system is not gonna work.
Wow.
So yeah.
So basically leave it to the professionals.
Yes, sir.
So in the grand scheme of things, they improved the overall indoor air quality of our home. They added a UV system that kills bacteria and all sorts of viruses and prevents mold from growing in our system. They added all sorts of really good features that I never thought about. And I think for a lot of homeowners, you don't really think about your indoor air quality until there's reason to think about it. Oh, I got a UV light in there now.
Yeah.
So what does the UV light do for my system?
So they will help a lot for allergy, and also they will prevent mold growing in the coil and the supply plate.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
make sure this keep the fan running for at least 8 hours a day.
So basically it's going
Yeah.
to clean up the air in my
Yes,
system
yes.
and get rid of any of the toxins, mold.
Yes, and also they kill the coronavirus too.
Gotcha.
So we're all done.
Yes, sir.
So now you get to go home.
Hell no, we got another job.
Another job.
Another one, another 5-6 hour maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was too.
Oh my gosh.
Summertime, we gotta work.
Summertime hustle. Are you ready for another 5 hours today? Thank you so much, guys.
Yes, sir.
What I loved most about Go Heating, Air, and Plumbing is at every step of the process, from when I called to book an appointment, from having the comfort advisor come through and answer all my questions and do a thorough inspection, to the guys that actually did the installation and the actual duct cleaning. They were just awesome. They were very professional. They really addressed all of my concerns and my family's needs. And most importantly, they just really took really good care of my home and my household. So I highly recommend Go Heating, Air, and Plumbing. They're based out in Plano, Texas, and if you're in the DFW area and you need help with your indoor air quality, your heating, your cooling, and even your plumbing, I can't think of anybody else.
That's Ruben, and that's George from Go Heating, Air, and Plumbing. They spent literally an entire day with me today just upgrading my system, cleaning the ducts, and adding some extra fun bits that's going to help clean up the air, improve the quality of life in our home, and just make it much more livable and really just take much better care of our health. So for all of your heating, cooling, and even plumbing needs, give these guys a call at Go Heating, Air, and Plumbing. Thank you so much. Thank you guys.
Okay. Thank you so much.